We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham, and next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
It's action night.
It's time for our tale of the tape. And here he is in the flesh, Terrence Bud Crawford, perhaps the pound-for-pound king. 5 foot 8 inches.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Omaha, Nebraska, here is an acclaimed 3-division champion of the world, Terrence Bud Crawford. Fighting out of the blue corner, presenting one of the all-time greats, the Hall of Fame legend of boxing, a 5-division champion of the world, introducing Sugar Ray Leonard.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. And here we go.
Todd, it's one of my favorite venues. You can't get it.
And there's the bell for round one. This is a high-octane battle. Both men step back for just a moment. As the great Phil Collins once sang, I can feel it in the air tonight. What a buzz.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
Why sit in the pocket when your punches are this slow? Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. How did he absorb that hook?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice exchange here from both men. Nice counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Good round. You feel good? Good man. And every time you see him, take a big deep breath. Bang him down. Keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will appear, and he'll start tiring out.
Here we go for round two. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter-puncher smart.
If you're a counter-puncher, then basically you do the counter-attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind. He just misses with that big right hand. They're giving us a high-tempo show. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
He got out of the way of that right hook. They exchange punches. Nice counter punch. Good counter punching. He gets out of the way of that left hand. Both men step back for just a moment. Beautiful counter punch. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Catch and shoot. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. These punches coming from every angle. Missed him with that uppercut. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Both men step back for just a moment. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
He blocks the hook. He prevents that left uppercut from scoring. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Mate, he's shattered. Come on, look across at him. Look at him now.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Beautiful counter shot. Through the hook, didn't land. There's a counter shot. He parries away that left hook. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Big right hand just misses.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
One of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. Neither man really defending themselves. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Nice counter shot with the right hand. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
He'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered. Oh, wait, I love that. I love that. That jab straight. You get to see it and he'll ride it out. Go out there and finish him. And beautiful. That's it. Start just stick a few body shots in there a little bit.
And there's the bell for round 5. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Todd, we know one of these fights can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
Nice exchange here from both men. You'd like to see more jabs. These two are the perfect dance partners. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walked right through it?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
When are we going to see a jab from these two? This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Wait, I love that. I love that. That jab's slick.
This is the beginning of round 6. And they seal the deal in this round after what we saw just a minute ago.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he fails to score with that left hook. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though. He misses with that jab. He misses with that jab. Good counter left hand there. When you've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses, how do you deal with it?
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Counter right. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. That was almost a 10-8 round, complete dominance.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Shattered. Come on, look across at him. Look at him now. Fight. It's so important now in this first minute.
There's the bell to start round 7. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. He missed with that jab. Both men step back for just a moment. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Nice exchange here from both men. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody.
Todd, we see much more, much better. We've been spoiled. I'm not being unfair. I'm not being unfair saying it's a little boring. It's not boring. We've probably just been spoiled.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. You'd like to see more jabs. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important.
There's the bell to start round 8. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Lands with the light counter. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. He's got to keep his elbows tucked into the chest so he can avoid the pain of those body shots, but come on, that leaves more opportunities for headshots. He just missed with that big right hand. Nice counter shot. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. from this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Wow.
The jabs work.
Both fighters starting to get tired as we start round 9. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walked right through it?
The problem with having a chin that everybody knows if they hit you, you're hurt, you're gone. You've got to protect that, but you've also got to get your shots off. And they forget, you can bang too.
Nobody home with that hook. Do you believe what we're seeing? Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. He blocks that right hook. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Both men step back for just a moment. Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Leaves a knockout without a doubt.
There's the bell to start round 10. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
And that hook misses. That left counter was perfectly timed. When are we going to see a jab from these two? This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
When you've got a fast fighter, they will cut you to ribbons, and they know it's a matter of time before either you get desperate or the referee jumps in and saves you. This is a natural gift.
Nice exchange here from both men. Just gets out of the way of that left hand. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Here we go in the championship rounds, round 11. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around? Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
Good defense there with that left hook. Another scoring shot there. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tail. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. You'd like to see more jabs. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get up there and get the job done.
Jump up. Body and head, be smart, change your angle, go out there and finish him. He's ready.
Who thought we would have made it to 12? Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. They walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. He just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Lucky that hook didn't score. Both men step back for just a moment. Nice job landing with that right-hand counter. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. As you know, in boxing, the judging can go all over the place, and that's kind of what we got here, a split decision victory.
A split decision, you know what, I feel sorry for the loser because heart and soul was laid out right there. Everything was left in the ring. There's no regrets, and we had a good time as well. They did the work, we enjoyed the action. Split decision, totally agree with it. You never know, we might see it all over again.